5 on all 3. Okay. Good morning. It's Friday. Don't know if you know this, but the US markets, they're closed, but they're not closed, meaning that the futures are open. But the stock market won't be open, but the futures is open. So I'm a little bit, do I trade it? Do I not trade it? Unsure. We've got a couple of minutes to go. And I just want to check something. Just posted the FTSE last year on Juneteenth. And let's do the same for the DAX. Okay, so we got a minute to go. We currently have a high of 25.30. $25.030. So buy order about 47. 31. Oh, now it's rising. 31, 10 seconds. Don't panic. 38, 48, 53. There we go. And let's do the 15. So that would be sell order here. Okay. So let's see what we can make of this session. I don't know really what to expect. I think I'm going to get filled in the DAX, early fill in the DAX. 25,056 with a stop loss at 24,976. There we go. You can see I'm filled. See that we're getting a new trade from chart later. Brilliant. I'm going to add to the, not to the FTSE, the DAX. Let's see if we can attack these levels up here. 103. First bar positive in the making in the FTSE. Stand by for a long position in the FTSE down here on an order at 103.88. I'm going to add to the DAX here. So 300% long. Now we're rocking. We're gonna get 25,103. Be lovely. Oh, that filled in the FTSE. And actually already behind 103.88.4. Wow, that's a less than encouraging price development, huh? I put my buy order down here where the body of the candle was. The high so far is 89. I think I have a button that says high low. So there you go. That's the high. That's no. Did I place that order the wrong? I was going to place it there, 103.83. So how the hell did I get filled at 103.88? Oh my God. Oh my God, I made such a stupid mistake. Do you know what I did? I was looking at a 1 minute chart, thinking I'm looking at a 5 minute chart. The order needed to be placed down here. I'm so sorry. I hope that I'm gonna get away with this. Oh, fuck. Sorry. That's a blunder. So we're about 3 bars in, 15 minutes. DAX is 80, 82. Alright, so bar 3. Test lower bar 2. Still bull bar. We got 3 bull bars on the go. But on the 1 minute chart, we're sort of defining an early trading rate, but it is a 1 minute chart. So just be mindful of that. It's a good looking 15-minute candle. FTSE is not doing much. FTSE is like a cat. You just don't know whether he wants to play or not. It's just living in its own world. Yeah, don't want you today. Bugger off. Or other time, oh, come and cuddle me. All right. How are we looking? FTSE is displaying trading range behavior. Is the DAX giving up? Could feel like it, couldn't it? Bar 4 is a bearish candle. Not so good. I'm going to add to my FTSE. Looking strong. I'll add again. Very strong P&L now. First objective hit in the DAX. I'll take profit on 1. I'll take profit on 2. And let me just look at the FTSE. Taking profit on the last. Exiting second last. Yeah, I'm going to close it all. Closed all FTSE. And I'm closing the DAX as well. Let's have a look how that. So there we go. I'm deleting this order. You know, I'm always panic about leaving an order behind, you know, always. You know, I have an idea that we will go to 35, but my objective was 103. I'm going to take a little position just to humor myself that we are going to go to 130, and I will place a stop loss. So coming up to school run. I didn't really have an objective in the FTSE, perhaps just around here. So the question I have been asked is, how did I know that it was going to go to 103? Obviously, I don't. It's not the game we play, but you have the old high over here, which is at 103, and it seemed like a reasonable objective. And 35, well, it's just this idea that I'm playing around with, that we always go 28 points above an old high. So, you know, when I sit there and I measure, let me give you an example. Okay, so I'll just take a random one here. You have a high here, and then you have a high a little bit higher. Let's measure the difference between them. And just, you know, haven't prepared this at all, okay? So that was 25 points from this high to above. Let's see. This high to this high was only 13. And this high here, 31 points. Let's try this high to this high. Although that does look a lot higher. So there you go. Maybe I just got lucky. Clear all drawings. during my preparation for a trading day. There's the chart component, and then there's the mental component. I think both are important. We're coming up to school run in 1 minute. Another question has come in. Do I ever factor in news or major events? Well, the thing about major events is that you don't really know that they're major unless they're planned major. But I will factor in that it's a holiday in America today. I will also factor in perhaps it was non-farm payroll. I will factor in FOMC. Do you know what guts me most about this week is the money I left on the table on FOMC night. I was so tired that night. I don't know if you could hear it in my voice, but I was not in the mood for trading. But I had promised you, and a promise is a promise. But I was not feeling it. And then the rule of 4 triggers the most amazing uh, rule of 4 short. All right, so stand by in the DAX. I'll have a buy signal up here. So I'm just going to carry on trading 10 lots. Let's see if we can get a fill here in the FTSE. You know, the irony is that every time that I tell you I use the word the FTSE, I always want to say it in German. I always want to say, yeah, let's look at the FTSE. It's like this curse. You know, I reckon I'm a shadow German. Marcus asks a good question. Marcus is from Germany. So I will read his question in a German accent because, well, that is what I do. I do have a question. Why did you buy the FTSE this morning? Indeed, it was positive, but your strategy is one first bar positive short below low. It was a positive first candle. That is true. Yeah, Marcus, you're very right. But I'm glad I didn't. I was actually, when I saw how it had behaved during the night, I'm thinking I want to be a buyer here at 83. It actually went to 76. But I chose not to do the first bar positive. It's not first bar positive is not as reliable as first bar negative. I'm currently compiling a book of all my setups because I would like you to have that as a toolkit for your own research purposes. In the FTSE, I would like to have been a buyer here. Get rid of your box. I'd like to be a buyer here. You can see I probably did miss that. Or here. Those are acceptable places to buy. Right now we are in a school run long, slightly smaller position. Do you know, it's funny how certain Americans have taken issue with me going after their political establishment, but none of the Germans ever knocked me for making fun of their accent, ever. You see how we may, this 103.93, I bet you is also a 50%. if I go from here to that high, there's the 50%, which I think was at slightly 494. Worth keeping an eye on. So if there are any Germans present, why don't you take offense to me mocking your accent? I mean, and feel free. You can do the Swedish chef on me. I wouldn't be offended. Par for the course. It's all good. Chicken, chicken in the pit. Okay.
Birthday corn, the birthday corn, and the puppety corn. And first the puppety corn, the shrimpies, shrimpies, and the shrimpies. Oh, the shrimpies. Oh, the bloody shrimpies. Oh, the sushi. Oh, the sushi. And the burn it on the pot.
That's the Swedish chef. And I heard that for 10 years non-stop. I'm sure that they meant it with affection and love. Here we go. And also a big shout out to the Swedish chef who has now imprinted his stupid theme song into your minds for the rest of today. I'm going to have to create a schedule for you for the next 2 weeks because I am participating in the Al Brooks event in Macau. If any of you are coming, I look forward to seeing you there. Rory has just said something to me. That's not the Muppets, that's the popcorn. Yeah, but it's the Swedish Chef sketch in the Muppet Show, right? Isn't it, Rory? Maybe I need to educate myself. Really didn't quite know what to expect from this trading day, you know? There's an eagle eye of you in here as Mo is asking about that. So let me address it. So when I left you last night, the balance was 118. And then I had quite a technical issue away from the screen. Yeah, away. It was just me trading for myself. And I lost 7,000, 7,000, and 3,000. So 17,000. And Mo here says, what happened? Well, he didn't. He's saying what happened after that. And I think I did post this. I posted that I was long the Dow at 100 pounds a point. And I had a target. I didn't want to bore you with this, but I had a target up here. And that's pretty much where I exited. And I think I made, in fairness, I don't think I made all of it. I made 10,000. I definitely made 10,000. I might have made a little bit. I mean, I can look at my transaction history. That would be, there we go. 6,800, 3,500. So it was at 94,800. And then I went from 94,800 to 106,900. So 107,000. So I made 12,000 back, Mo. But I'm still 8,000 lower than I was when I left you yesterday. So those people who say that I make money when you're not here, all I can say is that is not the case. And then somebody posted this, which I think is quite sweet. Hey, Al. Thank you, Assimilator. Yes, Mo. That is true. But I think I've been quite transparent about what I've done. And I'm showing you my account. Can't blame a boy for wanting to actually make back his loss. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, objectives have been met. I'm sure this is going to go much higher. But I'm off. Closing here at 152. So there you go. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Somebody from Iran says, I'd love to know how you build your daily routine for yourself. Um, well, if you're struggling, well, I have a routine, and it's just a routine based out of a philosophy that I haven't got long to live, and so I want to make the most of what I have. It's not because I'm ill, but in the grand scheme of things, we'll all die, and I want to experience as much as I can. Next question. Hi, Tom. I've been patiently waiting for your response, but it seemed like no. How do I get out of break-even stage? Okay, so how long have you been at the break-even stage? For 3 months. Okay. Well, considering most people lose, maybe you just need to be a little patient. It's a bit like trying to lose body fat. It takes a hell of a persistence. You just got to keep at it. There's no magic. So the advice I have to you is be patient. It's probably not what you want to hear, but it is what you need to hear. I don't know if you were somehow seduced by fancy YouTube videos that you were going to make a great income from trading in a matter of months. While it's possible, it's unlikely, because your DNA, the way that your brain is created and formed and how it thinks, is working against you when you trade. What you just witnessed me do today, I'd say one out of a million traders will trade this way. Maybe a little less, maybe 1 out of 100,000. But it's the rarity that adds to the winners. Okay, so there you go. You have to. Please give signals also. Yeah, people always want more. Have you noticed that? Like Fuck off, make your own swing signals. Okay, how did you develop such self-control experience? The best way to trade and learn to trade is to actually do it. You can't learn about tennis by reading about it. You have to practice it. You don't know your limits until you're out there pushing yourself to the limit. You want to trade bigger size? Keep pushing the boundaries. Trade bigger and bigger. All right. Did you ever add a boom and bust period? Did you ever add a boom? So how did you get? I imagine it says, did you ever have a boom and bust period? Yes, of course. Because part of pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone is to hit a brick wall and then go backwards. And you get over it like you get over anything in life, any adversities, you keep at it. You know, you haven't failed at all. It's just an experience. There's no failure. See, that's one of the things that pisses me off about public perception media. And you're going to get me on my high horse here. But you know, when the media writes about how somebody who takes a penalty in a World Cup final is oh my God, he failed at the penalty. Well, how about the goalkeeper succeeded? It's a it's a in game theory, there has got to be a winner, there's got to be a loser. But we always focus on the negative. It's like, hey, let's celebrate the goalkeeper because the odds are definitely against him. And maybe that's how you need to speak to yourself. All right. Tom, sorry if this is being nosy, but when did you make trades outside of the stream? Why don't you do it in your other account, or do you no longer have that account? May stop the question, comment on that. Well, the heart of the matter is that I trade both accounts. It's just what I do. There seems to be this obsession that the account that I trade in the YouTube stream has to be only traded in the YouTube stream. And I've tried to adhere to that, but sometimes you just see opportunities and you want to take them. And yesterday, can I just point out to you that yesterday I lost $23,000 trading outside? That was a loss you didn't experience. So when people come to me and say, oh, we're trying to follow you and you traded outside, well, be happy you didn't get that loser. Also, the point there that I should make is that I try to be a force for good in the world, but it seems as every single time that you do something, people want more. For example, yesterday I posted 17 years worth of DAX data. What do you think I got? I got 3 thank yous and I got 2, can we have the FTSE and NASDAQ as well? That's human nature. And I'm just so used to it now that nothing surprises me anymore. Yesterday, somebody launched into a tirade against me that I was, wanted to know how much money do I get paid to go and teach in Macau, and why wasn't I doing it for free? And also accused me that paltry, and this is quote unquote his word, the paltry sum that I make in royalties from Best Loser Wins goes to do nothing for charity. That book has sold 250,000 copies. And that's 250,000 pounds that I've donated to charity. So don't think that's a paltry sum. There's a lot of jealousy in the world. Strange, but there is. Rather than focusing on themselves, they'll focus on someone else. And that person who lashed out at me yesterday, he lashes out because he has failed at trading. Hi, Tom. $6,800 in profit. Great motivation. Thank you. Someone is showing me their hand scribbled notes. Not sure. There's a lot of, but thank you, Adrian. Not sure I know exactly what to do with that. Trading question. If you expect a reaction at a certain resistance or support, do you look at 1 minute time frame to confirm before closing? Do I? Sometimes I do. I think I approach trading a bit like I would approach a water fight. When you are in a water fight, everybody tries to avoid getting wet. But then you get hit by the first water balloon, and after that, it's just fair game. You're in it now. Might as well just get wet and dirty. I don't try to be so overly concerned about the first trade or the second trade being a loser. Just want to get in there, get my hands dirty, get a feel for the market. You're welcome, Max. Is there a question? I mean, you're okay. So this is the guy who is asking me about yesterday. Your account balance went from 90,000 and change to 100. Is this due to the trade you did? No, it was due to the trade that I did in the Dow. I literally posted it in the Telegram channel. Yeah, it's like it's right there. I posted this. I got an open trade in the Dow, and I wrote patience, patience, patience. I bought there, and I had this as a target. Okay, Mo. Could the 72-week cycle be in play? No. Is there any copy trade platform that we can use with Trade Nation? Don't know. Thank you, Coach Tom. You're a force for good, keeping up that strong mentality. Thank you.